All right, we are more than a year away from the 2016 presidential election, but naturally, many liberals, as well as those in the mainstream media, they are lining up to coronate Hillary as America's next commander-in-chief. But a disturbing pattern is emerging regarding Hillary's relationship with the truth. For example, remember when she said this about then-President Clinton's affair with Monica Lewinsky? You may remember this.
The great story here, for anybody willing to find it and write about it and explain it, is this vast right-wing conspiracy that has been conspiring against my husband since the day he announced for president.
Now, of course, we all know that Bill Clinton's relationship with Miss Lewinsky was no conspiracy, and there's more. In 1996, then First Lady Hillary Clinton took this trip to an air base in Bosnia that she later described in a 2008 campaign speech like this.
I remember landing under sniper fire. There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base.
Yeah, she was actually hugging a little child. Then, of course, she had to backtrack, Brian Williams style.
That's what I said when I was sleep deprived. You can read my book, and I said something very different. Yeah, I misspoke. Yeah, I totally misspoke. You know, I've talked about this endlessly. I wrote about it, and I don't know what I was thinking.
And finally, what could be Hillary Clinton's most outrageous lie, she evoked an internet video in the wake of the September 11th Benghazi attacks. Here with reaction, Fox News contributor Doug Schoen. How are you?
Good to see you, Sean.
Look at what's happening with Brian Williams.
Yeah.
You know, what does this mean now for the old Bosnia sniper fire, and there she is hugging a little girl?
You know, I think you're talking about things that happened 18, 20 years ago. I don't think it's going to make any difference. Didn't make any difference in 2008. Unlikely to make any difference now.
You don't think the history of exaggerating the truth is going to matter, that this might come into people's consciousness, maybe people that weren't aware of everything that she had said in the past?
I think, frankly, she is among the best-liked politicians in America, which may not be saying much given the state of our politics,
Well,
Sean.
she was inevitable in 2008, then look what happened.
Well, the Democrats do have a built-in electoral college advantage, and with the Republicans divided now, 12, 13, 20-odd candidates, there's no congressional agenda, as you, I think, would acknowledge. It helps Hillary Clinton.
All right, let me ask this. There's a story about this convicted pedophile, Jeffrey Epstein, and all these trips that Bill Clinton took with him, one to Africa, and then a number of them to the Virgin Islands. Lawyers for Epstein, apparently for the accusers rather, grilled Epstein about his relationship with Bill Clinton. Now, this eventually was paid off. And this woman, one of the women, there's four other Jane Does, they say the FBI might have videos of some of these romps, and lawyers also say the sex slave wanted to depose Bill Clinton. How big an issue potentially is his relationship with a convicted pedophile?
Right now, with no evidence of any wrongdoing out there.
Well, we know he was at the island. We know he took a lot of trips with Epstein.
There have been questions about the logs. There have been questions about,
Not really.
about
logs
Virginia Roberts.
Accurate.
Well, but there are two sets of logs. That's the point. And so, at this point, you really can't say, Sean, that it will be at all an issue.
All right, it shouldn't surprise you. I have spies everywhere.
You do.
I have spies inside the Hillary camp.
I'm sure you do.
And they tell me that on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like 100.
Right.
That they are really concerned. Now, she recently delayed her announcement that she's going to run.
Right.
So is there fear in the camp that this may be an issue?
I think she delayed her announcement because as a front runner who has not always done that well when she's been out and visible, there's no reason for her to get out there. Look, we don't know the full facts about the Epstein matter. So far, no evidence of anything. And if it doesn't change...
Can you corroborate, confirm, or deny that there's worry inside her camp about it?
Look, I think there is generalized concern about her campaign, her message, the role a former president plays. And so I think there's generalized concern.
All right. Doug Schoen, good to see you.
Thank you, Sean.